Steve Schmidt, and I've been in the contracting business for over 30 years. I've been a technician, I've worked in sales, and I've owned an HVAC service business since 1992. If you're watching this video, I suspect that you need some heating or air conditioning service, or you're doing research on the topic. If so, you've come to the right place. Before I became a contractor, I needed to replace the siding and windows in our home. Unfortunately, it wasn't a pleasant experience. Promises that weren't kept, schedules that weren't met, poor workmanship, and the list goes on. I felt totally abused and tied to a company that wasn't committed to their work and was just out for a check. Now, as a contractor, I can assure you that most legitimate business owners never want you to feel that way. I've been a member of the Air Conditioning Contractors of America, or ACCA, for most of my career. ACCA's mission is to work together to ensure quality HVACR services across the country. Through the ACCA, I've received extensive training and met other dedicated contractors who work hard to maintain and improve their reputations. As a former customer and a current owner of a quality heating and air conditioning company, I'm here to answer the biggest questions and guide you through your heating and air conditioning needs. The next segments will address replacement versus repair, choosing the right contractor, and selecting the right equipment. So let's get started. I always say there are two times people replace their systems. First is when the system is getting old and it seems like it may be reaching the end of its useful life. Under these ideal circumstances, you have time to gather information and make a relaxed and informed choice without any pressure. The other time for replacement is in a dire emergency, when consumers are forced to face extreme heat or freezing temperatures. If that doesn't sound appealing, then you might want to be a little proactive about replacing that old system. Of course, the age of the system and a realistic assessment of how it's been maintained over the years has a lot to do with how much longer it's going to be safe and efficient. If you're thinking of spending some real money fixing an older system, you really should make sure you're not putting money into equipment that has reached the end of its useful life. Some people are afraid that they might replace their system a year or two before they have to. That's not really a problem. Let's say you did replace your system 2 years before it was going to breathe its last breath. Here's the scoop. You would be buying at today's prices instead of the prices 2 years from now. You would be saving the money on your utility bills for 2 full years. You would have a quieter and more comfortable system. And most important, you would have peace of mind knowing that the system was not going to have a major breakdown. What's not to like about that? If you're financially able to afford a new system, replacing it when you can make an informed and relaxed decision is the way to go. So if you've decided to make this move, you have 2 more decisions to make. Who is going to do your install, and what type of system you should go with. So with all those heating and air conditioning companies listed in the yellow pages and flooding the internet, how do you know which one to choose? Most important tip, don't assume that all contractors are the same. They're not. But if you're looking for a long-term relationship with a strong company that will be there to service your system for years to come, here's a few things to consider. Do they have a legitimate place of business to operate the company? Or are they just working out of their home or van? Are their technicians certified by an independent testing agency, such as NATE or RSI? Are they members of a national trade association, such as ACCA? Do service personnel wear uniforms? Do they offer true 24-hour emergency service? Do they have a written satisfaction guarantee? Are they properly licensed by the state and local municipalities where required? Do they actually comply with state laws and codes? Do they follow specific industry-recognized standards, such as ACCA's Manual J and Manual S? Do they perform the appropriate tests and take the time to record measurements associated with the standards? These are just some of the things that a company needs to do to meet your needs now and in the future. A quality company assumes a serious responsibility to select the proper size and type of equipment that's right for your individual circumstances. If they're not taking lots of measurements of your home and ductwork, if they're not asking a lot of questions and trying to get to know you, how can they put together a recommendation that's tailored to your individual needs? So if you want to get the best value for your money and end up with a new comfort system you will be proud to own and enjoy for many years to come, take the time to identify a quality contractor. This is a unique opportunity. Don't waste it. When choosing a new comfort system for your family, you need to consider which brand is best, what size system does your home need, and what kind of system is right for you. There are many brands on the market today, all claiming that their unit is the best. My advice? Stick with a nationally recognized brand that primarily concentrates on heating and air conditioning equipment. Also, if you did a good job choosing a qualified contractor, he or she can usually recommend a reliable brand. As far as technology, there's not a lot of big secrets in the industry, and many big manufacturers make good quality equipment. When it comes to system selection, your home will pick the size of the unit. By that I mean the tonnage or size of the system that's right for your house is determined by the square footage, infiltration rate, exterior exposure, duct system design, and other factors you have no control over. The right size system is critical. A system that's oversized will cause unnecessarily high utility bills, uneven temperatures, and poor humidity control. An undersized unit will run all the time and still not be able to keep you comfortable. You're going to hear a lot of industry jargon such as SEER, HSPF, and AFUE. These are all terms that describe how efficiently the equipment operates. Like miles per gallon for your car, the higher the efficiency number, the lower the cost of operation. The bottom line, superior systems are quieter, last longer, and save you money in the long run. But before committing to any HVAC system, make sure that you trust the contractor that is recommending or installing it. Buying an HVAC system is not like buying a TV. You don't just buy it, bring it home, and plug it in. Proper installation is critical. You want to ensure that your installing contractor is the strongest link in the chain. I can't stress enough the importance of finding a company you can trust to keep your family safe and comfortable. If you don't have a trusted comfort consultant, the resources that the Air Conditioning Contractors of America provide are indispensable. The best place to start is with the contractor locator on the website. Simply go to acca.org/consumer and follow the instructions to locate a contractor by zip code. ACCA contractors are usually the professionals in the industry. The association is the author of most of the standards set in our industry. Members are exposed to training and networking opportunities that distance them from the competition on every level. There's lots of other industry partners that have a hand in guiding the world of indoor comfort. HARDI is an association that represents our industry's distribution chain. AHRI represents the manufacturers of heating and cooling equipment, while NATE provides testing and a standard for service providers in the field. All of these groups work together to provide a wealth of information and resources for contractors so they can provide you with quality service. When you take the time to choose a quality contractor and have your job completed, that's not where the relationship ends. In fact, that's where it begins. Through a planned maintenance program, you will be part of the company's family for years to come. I hope you've enjoyed our video and that it's answered many of your questions. For additional information, be sure to visit acca.org.